Hi there, Chucklefucks. Welcome to a channel update for Let's Get On With It. This June, we finished off a run of Total War Shogun 2, campaign as the Takeda. The campaign did not go as anticipated, but it was still enjoyable. I learned along the way. It was fun to share. It was a request that we swept up, put in the books. It's done now. Hurrah! And then we embarked on another request, System Shock Enhanced Edition. I'm probably not 1/3 through that game. We've got much more to do still in that. What else besides that? We've embarked on Front Mission. I took care of the entire 7-hour Rewarding the Rewards request during this broadcast. And we went into overtime because I'm still really enjoying the game. And I'll keep streaming it until I stop enjoying the game or until I complete it. My desire to take care of Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together this month just didn't happen. Beyond that, there was a one-shot of Overcooked 2 with 3 dear companions, Lethal Feline, SKS Plays, or as I jabbed him during the action, IOs81, and J-Square John Jeremy. We may get together and do more of that or something else at some point. Who can say? And I also ended up streaming Dreads of the Dragon Coast Session 18 for my ongoing Dungeons & Dragons 4th Edition campaign because the person who records and streams that wasn't available, so I took care of that and just made it so that my subscribers weren't notified about it happening because it's not an ongoing series on my channel. That's everything that's been uploaded this month. Hurrah! Well, now we can see publicly. There's just one more episode of System Shock that I've recorded. It'll be coming up later on this day. Actually, probably by the time you've seen this. I haven't decided yet. That's up to future Grimith. That's it. What do we have to look forward to next month? Well, we're going to be continuing System Shock Enhanced Edition. That's my local recording series. After that, I don't know. Another series will likely be drawn from the what's left to fulfill request-wise. There's 12.5 requests left from the list that I compiled back in the summer of 2013. If you're interested to see what's on that request list, I do have it open and available to look at on my Discord server. Typing discord.gg/Grimith into your browser, that's an invite link, which will... You've been invited to join this. Ta-da! There you go. There's that. Shodan's beautiful, flickering face there. It's glorious. Stream-wise, I'm going to play more Front Mission, and then I do plan on transitioning into Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. I am also doing what has been a Twitch-only series that I just haven't wanted to transfer over to YouTube, even though I'm preserving it on Twitch, of Shogun 2 Co-op with my friend Otaku Shout. Danny, whom I met on Beam back when I first started using it in December of 2016. If you look at my highlights here, you'll see the 3 sessions we've already done of this casual co-op, and we do plan on continuing with a new campaign after this upcoming Tuesday, which we plan on finishing the campaign then. There will be a new campaign that we play as Shogun 2, which I think will be on very hard. We may transition into other Total War games, or just other games in general. We have one idea in mind, at the very least. Whether any of that gets transferred over to YouTube, I can't say right now. Not everything has been transferred over to my YouTube channel over the course of my lifetime. I certainly don't recall transferring over all these Axis and Acre streams, or some of the Joshua, like, Shadowrun things that I did. Hell, there was even one of them I failed to highlight, and so it was just lost to history. War Banners, Renowned Explorers International Society, I remember some of these things. Necromancer Returns, that game's been renamed to, like, Beast Battles or something, I've forgotten. I've forgotten many things. Much has happened. So yeah, that's a review of what's happened this month and what to look forward to. Obviously, I do my broadcasting on twitch.tv/Grimith. I do still have the Mixer page that I would need, that I would use if I needed, like, immediate or near immediate, like, reaction from someone. That exists. There's the Discord. When I notify folks about live broadcasts, it's always through Discord, and then occasionally through YouTube, as well as Twitter. And Twitter's for other esoterica, little teasers or little itty bitty pieces of me being perplexed or sharing events that I'm taking a part of or sobbing profusely, as the case may be. Yeah. Service note, not for this upcoming month of July, but for August, the month after, and I'll mention it again during next month's channel update video, is that I am going to be away on vacation visiting Lethal Feline once again. I visited him in December of 2016 for a week and change, and we had great fun together. Lethal is, well, he's gotten wrapped up in busy stuff of late, and, well, hell, over the past few years, he's been primarily a streamer anyway. But he did, out of the kindness of his heart, preserve playlists of things that I did whenever I visited him, which I actually still haven't made playlists of my channel. Whenever I'm gonna repeat myself, whenever I visited him. Good heavens. That was Dishonored, Mother Russia Bleeds, the original Overcooked, Broforce, and Kane and Lynch Dead Men. Those were broadcasted on Hitbox. Hitbox. Which is now Smashcast, which is an entire story that goes beyond the purview of this update video. Very good. So yeah, I'll be visiting him. We'll doubtlessly get into some antics that will be recorded or broadcasted to some degree when we're not tormenting each other in swimming in pools of waffle fries. It will transpire. Yeah, more details about that in next month's update video, and I'll probably end up just making a separate video of let's get on with it, is visiting Lethal Feline. As I'm not going to be handling any recording or broadcasting myself, it's all going to be through his machine and his channel. Okay, that takes care of that. Suppose on a personal note, I'm here in existence. Felt like I had a sharper brain several hours ago. For whatever reason, I'm particularly befuddled, and I didn't make any notes coming into this update video. I'm well enough that I'll be able to travel in early August without bringing a sack of medication with me. This month was particularly hard on my emotions. I don't do much in the way of holidays or birthdays, but anniversaries are something that has stuck with me for a long time. I have, like, dates memorized in my head back from when I was a teenager of events that happened, and I reflect on them. And June 4th is when my dad died, and I ate at his favorite restaurant, little Chinese, hole in the wall, listened to his music, you know, went through old photographs of old notes that he, like, wrote to me, of notes that I wrote to him. Emotional times. A very emotionally exhausting month, I would say. I've got a guest in the house, helping to look after that guest. Some events beyond the periphery, some trips out of town, some trips in town. I have been ill. I do not think this comes as a surprise. I do not wish to discuss the details of it with, well, anyone. But for the moment, I am still alive and functional. Though the degree of functionality oscillates. There are good times and bad. Let's say, last year, there was a bunch of time where I just wandered, like, around my city, and I would come to and be like, where the fuck am I? How the fuck did I get here? Because I would just lose myself in some alternate reality and just be gone. This year has just been a lot of lethargy, where I cycle between periods of not wanting to eat. I've been eating a lot, and not wanting to eat so much. I have gained weight. which is nice from where I was a few months back. I have wanted to eat on a number of occasions, but there's days where I don't want to sleep. There's days where I will sleep like the dead, and 10, 12 hours will be gone, and I'll wake back up and go on with what I want to do. To some extent, that's the heat. You know, I'll snatch naps, I'll wake up, like, cycle my schedule, because I have things that I want to do during the day, or things I have to do during the day. It's not like I can schedule appointments to be at fucking 2 in the morning. Those are emergencies, not appointments. Then, come back, get some sleep. Just been drained. Yeah, drained. But I'm still around. I'm still enjoying this. I talked about this. I left a note about this on the day my dad died, and I'm gonna fall back on what I wrote then and plagiarize it, so I don't have to think about it every year, or think about it again to re-articulate it. My father wanted me to do something that filled me with passion, that made me want to be alive. One of the reasons why he called me his hero in his final years was that he could see, you know, joy on my face occasionally, and he wanted me to pursue that. No, I didn't articulate that well. He wanted me to pursue something that I enjoyed, because of how little I had been happy since I was a kid. And he was pleased to see me do things that I enjoyed, and wanted me to keep doing them, even if he did not understand them. There, I think I salvaged it. That wasn't the best series of sentences I've ever spoken. But we got something there. Alright, there we go. That'll have to work. I don't want to delve too much in the emotions of that, or else I'm just gonna fucking break down, and then I won't even be able to speak at all. Yeah. I'm hanging in there, and will continue to hang. I had not anticipated being alive as long as I have been. And certainly the steps I've taken in life, and how I've treated myself and my surrounding environment, has been with the idea in mind that I wouldn't be alive for as long as I have been. We'll see how long this story continues to be told, where the thread ends, before it gets interwoven into something else and I'm booted back out the character gen going, well, we fucking tried that build, now where the fuck do we go from here? Alright. Corporate Grimith time. Let me just roll my shoulders here, do a little wiggle, as I pulled open this window to talk about Corporate Grimith time, in preparation for this update video, and I noticed that I am above this goal. Holy hell, I didn't even notice! Crazy! Which means, if that holds true, and all of that money ends up in Corporate Grimith's wallet, I will have to create, well, I will be creating a patron-only poll with the most popular suggestions of games I've been asked to revisit over the years. With the top winner, possibly multiple winners, depending on Corporate Grimith's immense generosity, get a new series in a nebulous time period known as Soon. So if there's something folks particularly want me to revisit or replay, you know, series that they really enjoyed, whether it's something from the Trilby Quadrilogy, or Star Control 2, or something else. There's been a lot of suggestions and requests over the years for me to redo something. Looks like that is going to be something which transpires, so hurrah. Anyway, my patron has the top goal of that is to have your name read, and shamed, publicly shamed for what you have done. So, here's this month's Wall of Shame. Without further ado, drum roll. Not entirely sure that OBS picked that up. Okay, great. So we have Nick King, Longshot 137, Cast Iron Dude, Ponderfish, Lieutenant Smash, Necro Lotu, Kalen, Perpentok, Zachary McKinley, Tiny Shopkeeper, the Keeper of Tiny Shops, the patron saint of Let's Get On With It, Roxabane, Mog, and Applejack, and a special, patronizing condition. A special shout-out of condescension, there we go, to Mog. Because Corporate Grimith came up with a new joke goal during broadcasting to have a face rig broadcast. It was a $100 goal, and Mog just took care of all that by himself, because of fucking course he did, because why the fuck not? So, sometime next month, we're going to be doing a face rig stream. That will probably be some sort of one-shot Daggerfall or Shadowrun thing that I don't plan on continuing beyond that stream. I've proven that I can finish Shadowrun in one sitting. Who knows whether that'll actually transpire. So, yeah. That'll happen. Face rig. If you don't know what face rig is, it's gonna be a treat for you. We'll say that for sure. Also, Starzu. Starzu news. I haven't worked on it for the past few weeks. I shared an update with the patrons, but my hope of carrying a philosopher to the end of the game is out of the question. It's not possible for me. Now, unless there's some glitch I haven't discovered, my only way of doing it would be to basically back up my saves and use them every time I died, which is not acceptable for me. So, my alternative way, I'll share this here, is to carry a Marine to the end of the game, and then continually practice fighting the final encounter with that Marine, using a backup of my save, to see whether it is fucking impossible for any character. I'm going to have to find the proper scheme to do it. You know, like an old speedrunner idea of, like, constantly using save states. That's basically what I'm going to be doing. Fucking save stating right before the final boss, and then trying to beat the final boss. And provided I can find a way to do that, then the practice will be done. I know it's possible, and then I'll have an official run again where I try to carry that fucking Marine through all the way to the end. Okie dokie? That's where we are with that. I think that takes care of everything we need to discuss as it pertains to Let's Get On With It Live. In retrospect, maybe, thought I'd be sharper during this, so having some notes would not have been a bad idea, but we managed all the same. We meandered around. That's old school Let's Get On With It fashion. We've harkened back to meandering over the past several update videos. Old-time viewers like Acleon would be proud, I'm sure. That takes care of the show, though. Show. Oh yes, we've had a marvelous show. Take care, everyone.